shift gears. Let's talk about consequences. So fair lending is a big deal, right? We started with that. They're on an all-out mission to get rid of as much of it as they can, illegal discrimination. So let's talk about what happens when there's an accusation. How bad could it be? Well, the consequences, and this is just an illustrative list. It could be worse than that. I mean, I'm sorry, there could be other things, but these are some of the worst of the worst. I'm not going to hit them all, but letter A at the top, referral to the Department of Justice. Why is that one special? Well, there are other regulations on the books, other laws on the books where if something goes sideways, the financial institution takes the hit. They have a violation in a report. And maybe there's a civil money penalty. But then there's laws and regulations like fair lending. The Bank Secrecy Act is another one, where it's not just the financial institution that can get in trouble. Individuals, okay, within the financial institution can also get in trouble on an individual basis. And that's what makes fair lending a little bit different. Civil money penalties, I mentioned in letter C, they're never good. I want to talk about letter D. We do a lot of board trainings across the country throughout the year. And one of the things we try to do in advance of a customized board training is ask them, board members ahead of time, what is it that keeps you awake at night? Oftentimes what makes the top 5 list, board meeting in and out when we do this is something related to fair lending. There's then a follow-up question. What is it about fair lending that keeps you awake at night? What we always hear is it's the cost to defend ourselves in the event of an accusation, because it's going to cost money and it's going to cost more than it would cost for anything else as it relates to regulatory compliance. And then it's letter I. It's the adverse impact on reputation. If it goes public, oftentimes it's not something that we're going to correct. Many times those that are hit with fair lending issues, where there's illegal discrimination occurring, they don't survive it. The financial institutions typically get sold off, they get merged, they get closed up. They don't make it through it. Now, there's a few exceptions out there, don't get me wrong, but it's not typically a survivable thing for most. And so the cost to defend in the face of an accusation, and then if the information goes public, which oftentimes it does, oftentimes it's not then survivable. So the consequence is not good. And so we want to make sure we put the risk mitigation efforts in on the front end, that we're doing the oversight at the board management level that we're talking about here today.